Hello and welcome to this Blitz video. Yeah, I'm ready to produce some new videos. My voice is back, and yeah, it's still a little bit off, but I think I'm able to make some videos. So let's get going. I also will produce a new part of the opening Q&A on the weekend, so look forward to that, probably on Saturday or Sunday. I'm not sure, maybe also tomorrow, Friday 29th. I need to see what my schedule is like. I'm mostly writing my new project, the Keep It Simple D4, and the opening videos, they always take a bit of time. You need to go through the questions, and I mean, some things I can answer quite quickly, but some are just too sophisticated to just do on the fly. Okay, here we have an Evans Gambit, and the way White played it, I think I'm more or less a pawn up for no compensation. That looks very slow, what White did. And yeah, I have the B pawn, which is indeed somewhat important here. You could think that the B pawn is not the most important pawn, but it has some relevance. One thing in particular stands out here is that White playing D5 is basically never an option, because then the queen side will be completely frozen, and that is not what White wants. I get the C5 square after he plays D5 there. This is something that is strategically very desirable for me. Now the queen side is completely closed, and I can play on the king side, in fact, without worrying at all about the other side of the board. So how am I going to play this? There are a couple of options. I'm going to play h5, using the fact that I have not castled. Yeah, b6 is not a move that I love to play, but rook b8 is difficult to do. He's got bishop a4. I just recognized that if I play b6, that is not ideal. Okay, so let's play rook b8. I don't want to give him access to c6. Doesn't look right. My idea of h5 was to maybe even play h4, secure the g5 square, and that is funny, because that was my next move anyway. Yeah, still sometimes not on 100%, yeah, with my voice. So here, yeah, the queen is attacking the pawn. I think I go a6. Oops, come on, a6. He can go queen to a7, but after knight b6, that has no square. Okay, now one of the ideas here was knight to h7 and bishop g5. Oh, now he's giving me the e5 square as well. That is something that I don't mind at all. So knight e5, get the square on e5, attack the bishop. And I think it is really hanging. Queen takes f7 is not an issue. Now bishop g5, I guess so. Yeah? Let's activate this piece. And now, yeah, knight c4 doesn't quite work. There is the check on d4. Yeah, the easiest move is is this one. easiest, I mean, the most obvious move is this one. Now I can at least play knight c4. I think I'm going to do that. He has to play bishop c1, and then I can just trade, which I'm happy with. Happy about, I don't know. I'm still just a pawn up for nothing. Yeah, but how to win? This is often a different matter. Yeah? You know that everything is fine, but you still have to, of course, put him away. I'm trying to play queen g5 as an idea, activate the queen. That knight might also go to c5. And the main claim for an advantage besides the pawn here is that I have a knight and he's got that really rotten bishop on c2 that is not going to be activated anytime soon. Okay, so I have fancy moves like rook h5. I don't think it's bad. Let's go for it. Prepare queen g5 or even rook g5. It's a way to activate this piece. Yeah, here I was thinking rook g5. I can even go to g3 maybe. Rook b1. Yeah, let's put this here. And maybe queen g5. I can go to a d3. I don't have anything better. What is g5? g5, queen f5, huh? Okay. Well, rook d3, he might play bishop c2. It isn't all that great, actually. Interesting. I did not really spot that my rook was so short of squares. Queen f6 maybe. I need to play quicker. Knight c6, is that a move? Nothing dangerous in particular. I can go here. Let's put pressure on e4. I could have taken already. I want to play somewhat quickly so that I'm not running into any time issues. Just playing good moves quickly is enough here. Yeah, let's go here. The a pawn is another an additional weakness. Yeah, I think it was a very comfortable position out of the opening. It's here. This is rather important. Bishop d3 is a good move. That is not bad at all. I went d6, returning the pawn, and here white should simply take the pawn. There is just no reason to not do that. Get the pawn back. I think the position here is maybe about equal. You have equal material now. White's pawn structure is slightly compromised here, but he has got an additional pawn in the center that controls important squares. You see the engine here gives white a small advantage. Now it goes to 0. The usual theoretical verdict is that it is roughly equal. So that is what white should do. The problem with not taking is he went castles, said that they now just return and basically claim this is a completely normal looking position, besides the fact that this pawn is just missing. Yeah, I mean, white has gotten maybe one tempo one or two maybe, but it's a close position, and that's the thing. White is not really getting any pressure going against e5, and I can catch up with my development. And the way it went, I'm just a pawn up for not much. Bishop g4. Yeah, and now I'm pressurizing the d4 pawn already, so it's a bit difficult now. d5 is not a move that white loves to play, but there's not much else. I went back, and here I'm just a pawn up for basically nothing. You can argue about the best play from here. That is definitely a case. I went h5. Rook b1, rook b8, all this should be fine. Queen f5 was funny because g6 was my next move anyway. The engine, yeah, kind of approves. King f8, just doing all the improvements that you need. And I think like here, this is yeah, just a pawn basically, but white has some activity that I cannot so easily get into some sort of conversion phase. However, knight b3 is kind of weird, but okay, now after f4 I think the advantage grows to almost decisive proportions. If you check here, I've got all the active pieces, and probably I didn't play it in the best possible way. With hindsight, I'm not sure that the trade was all that helpful, but you can do it. It's not a big problem at all. He can check here, but I can just go back, and then there are two hanging pieces. Yeah, rook h5, intending to place a piece onto g5, which now happened. And now I went to g3, which is probably not helping. I just have to go back, but you see that the computer eval doesn't change. And here I should probably keep the queens on to have some more swindling chances. Here I'm just winning, I think. You have the pawn, and I had knight d3. Okay, I was just like, take the second pawn, and with a completely yeah, simple to play position. Okay guys, thanks for watching.